Jacksonville State Volleyball, after 4 straight home outings this road this week, they travel to SIUE to play Friday night. Then Saturday evening, they'll conclude the road trip through the land of Lincoln as they take on Eastern Illinois University. Shayla Smith, Kaylee Freer, our guest today as we chat about Jacksonville State women's volleyball. We'll start with you. First time she's done this before, so break her in right here. Last year, this year, you coming straight out of high school into a Division I program. Do you think now you're ahead of where you were last year? You know a little bit more about what's going on?
Oh, for sure. I definitely think, everyone improves. But, coming in as a freshman, you really don't expect, you really don't know how hard it's going to be. And Coach tells you you're going to be pushed, as hard as you'll ever be pushed in your life. And you're like, oh, yeah, okay, we'll see. And then you really get into practice and everything, and it's really hard. It's grinding every day, but then you get used to it and it just becomes routine.
All right, Kelly, what about you? Was there an adjustment for you making the move, high school and club, then to Division I volleyball?
Definitely. My high school is not a very good high school team, and this is one of the better teams in our conference. And so Shayla's right. It's really tough. Even just from last year, I felt myself improve, and then I've moved around positions, and it's just been I've become a more versatile player, and Terry's really made that transition a lot easier, being as great a coach as he is.
Had some injuries last year, and I guess the depth is greater this year. There's been a little more competition for playing time, correct?
Yeah, definitely. We have a lot more outsides and a lot more DSs. And the great thing about this team is that, we can throw anyone into, any position, and everyone's very versatile, so we have multiple options to go through.
What about you? Has it been tougher for playing time, too, this year?
For sure. Kim was injured last year, so it was just me and Kenzie in that middle spot. And now it's I could go outside, I could go right side, I could go middle, and then there's competition in each of those spots for playing time. All
right, we're halfway through the conference race, 4-4 so far, sort of middle of the pack at this point in time. The good news is you're in the tournament if the season had ended. What's ahead? What do you think you need to do the second half of the season?
I just really think we need to come out and have fun and play really competitive. I mean, the second half of the conference, it's you're already halfway through and it kind of starts to slow down a little bit, but we really need to pick it up and stay on the grind and just really go into each game ready to win.
Kaylee, what do you think about the second half of the season?
We've beat some really good teams, but this is a really good conference, and we need to stay up and not get comfortable, and we need to take care of ourselves because everybody's sick.
That's not good. I know you hadn't been here very long, but so far in your year plus at Jacksonville State, what is your best moment or the team's best moment? What's your highlight so far?
Okay, well, my best moment happened to be this past summer when we were in Costa Rica, and we were traveling from one part to another part, from hotel to hotel, and we'd sing on the bus to a cappella to a bunch of different songs. Jesse McCartney, we would sing, and that was probably one of the best memories because everyone was so into it and it just stuck.
Good deal. Bart, what about you?
I had the same favorite memory from last year. Rachel sat on somebody's sandwich. It was
the sandwich. We got to retire the sandwich here at some point in time. All right, but that was one of your favorite memories.
For sure.
All right. Ladies, thank you. Good luck this weekend at SIUE and EIU.
Thank you.
It's back on the road again this week for Jacksonville State Volleyball. After, 4 straight matches here at home, our ladies hit the road, and the longest road trip of the year traveling to SIUE, Edwardsville, Illinois, for a game or match on Friday night and then Saturday afternoon in Charleston, Illinois against EIU. Coach Campbell, Friday night, terrific night for you. Came out and really just took care of business against a good Murray team. I think first time since 2013, Jacksonville State has beaten them on the volleyball courts. But then Saturday, Austin Peay, a little bit too much, huh?
You mean Sunday?
I mean Sunday. I'm sorry. I'm used to Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, me too. And maybe that's why we got beat on Sunday. Friday we played really well. I was really happy, and we had a complete match. Probably our most complete match of the year. And Sunday, Austin Peay is in first place for a reason. They're really good. They took us out of our game. We didn't ball control really well, and if you don't do that against a really good team, you're going to struggle. We didn't block really well.
One of the best individual talents in the league too, right, for them?
Absolutely. I mean, Slay's really good, and they're the team to beat. I think that if we get a chance to play them again, in a tournament, that we've got some things that we know we can make adjustments on and match up with them. But they were really good Sunday, and we were not at our best, and those things happen. But, if somebody would have told me that we're going to go the last 2 weekends 3 out of 4 with Tennessee State, Belmont, Murray, and Austin Peay, I would have taken it. Of course I want to be 4-4, but I'll take the 3-4.
All right, midway through the conference race, hard to believe that we're halfway through already, but you're in the middle of the pack, and just a couple of games out of second, and I think 3 out of first, so you're in pretty good shape. But it's you start the second half. Whew, tough trip, long trip, and that's one of the big things about it. It's just such a long trip for you.
Yeah, it's brutal. This trip we leave, tomorrow morning and a 10-hour ride all the way to SIUE, then turn around and we have a late game on Saturday at EIU because of actually we get the chance to go watch us play football there. So that'll be fun where the team's going to go for the first half. But it's just a brutal road trip. I mean, I don't know anyone that likes it or them coming here. And SIUE is really good, and you talk about us in the middle of the pack. I'm pretty proud of what we're doing. We talk all the time about not having Sadie and not having her to play. So, we got a couple freshmen stepping up, and I like where we're at right now. I think that we're going to make a run here, again. I mean, the last 2 weekends was great, and this weekend will be tough, but we come back home for 4 straight after that. So I like where we're at.
If you can split, I mean, I know in the other sports that's what they talk about, try to get a split on the road. Obviously, you want to win them all, but if you come back with a split, you're pretty happy with that?
Yeah, if we can split this weekend, I'll be extremely thrilled with that, and come back home for 4 at 5-5 at that point. That'd be great. Yeah, no question. We can split. I want 2, but if we can split, that's bonus us.
Do you match up with Edwardsville and with EIU pretty good?
I think so. We changed our lineup last night. We're trying to get a little bit more physical and, getting Kim in the game more. I mean, Kim brings so much, just desire to us. So we changed the lineup last night, and we're going to see what happens with it this weekend to try to match up a little bit better, be a little bit more physical. I think probably match up better with EIU than SIUE, but we're going to play hard. I'm confident of that. So we'll see what happens.
We'll talk to Shayla Schmidt and also to Kaylee Freer. Talk about the two of them and what they mean to your team and program.
Well, both of them just great kids. That's one pleasure about this team. I love being around these guys. They're a great group of kids. But, Shayla's kind of taken a different role, this year than last year. With Jen being hurt last year, Shayla playing regularly. This year she's not playing as much, but she's getting in. And when she gets in for some blocking responsibilities, she does a nice job. Kaylee was one of the switches we made last night. So, it's going to be an experience for her this weekend. But she's big. She's physical. I mean, she's probably one of our best athletes on the team. And when she can take over matches when she gets that fire in her. So we're hoping we can get that in her this weekend.
Safe travels. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks, buddy.
Jacksonville State Volleyball at SIUE Friday night at 7, at EIU Saturday evening at 6 p.m. They're back at home Wednesday the 25th, and OVC play. Tennessee Tech will be here for a match at Pete Matthews Coliseum.